Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the connective tissue. As the name suggests, connective tissue is due to the special property because it helps in the linking and supporting other tissue or organs of the body. So due to its specific property, it has been derived the name connective tissue. And as they are the most abundant and widely distributed in the body of complex animals, they help in linking and supporting other tissues and organs of the body. They range from soft connective tissue to specialized types, which includes cartilage, bone, adipose, and blood. In all connective tissues except the blood, the cells secrete fibers of structural proteins called collagen or elastin. The fibers provide strength, elasticity, and flexibility to the tissue. So these cells also secrete modified polysaccharides which accumulate between cells and fibers and act as matrix, which is the ground substance. So connective tissues, they are classified into three categories: loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, and specialized connective tissue. So we'll discuss about loose connective tissue. As the cells and fibers of the connective tissue, they are loosely arranged in the matrix, which is a semi-fluid ground substance. As for example, areolar connective tissue, which is example of loose connective tissue. This areolar connective tissue is found beneath the epithelium of visceral organs like stomach, trachea, in the dermis of the skin, walls of the blood vessels, and it is the most widely distributed connective tissue in the animal body. It supports and serves as framework for epithelium. It contains three types of cells of the connective tissue, that is fibroblast, the cells which produces and secretes the fibers, the macrophages, and mast cells. So as we may observe the diagram showing areolar connective tissue in which three types of cells are present, which are the fibroblast. These cells they secrete the fibers, the macrophages, and the mast cells. Now the next type of tissue, which is adipose tissue. It is another type of loose connective tissue located mainly beneath the skin, around the kidneys, heart, beneath the eyeballs, and in the bone marrow. The cells of this tissue are specialized to store fats. The excess of nutrients which are not used immediately are converted into fats and stored in the tissue. It forms a heat insulating layer beneath the skin and prevents heat loss. It forms shock absorbing cushion vital around vital organs. So as we may observe in the diagram, the adipose tissue. The matrix of adipose tissue is packed with large spherical and oval fat cells or adipocytes. These store fat in the form of large fat globules which squeeze the cytoplasm to the periphery and nucleus to one side. Now, fibers and fibroblasts, they are compactly packed in the dense connective tissues. Orientation of fibers show a regular or irregular pattern and are called as dense, regular and dense, irregular tissues. In the dense regular connective tissues, the collagen fibers are present in rows between many parallel bundles of fibers.
Ready?
So, as we may observe the diagram of dense regular connective tissue, we may observe the collagen fibers, they are present in rows between many parallel bundles of fibers. For example, tendons which attach skeletal muscles to the bones, as well as the ligaments which attach bones to the other bone. They all, tendons and ligaments, they are the example of dense regular connective tissue. Now, dense irregular connective tissue, as the name suggests, it is having irregular, we can say, the arrangement of fibers, they are irregularly arranged. So, the irregular connective tissue has fibroblast and many fibers, mostly collagen, which are oriented differently. For example, in the skin, cartilage, bones, and blood, they are the various types of specialized connective tissue. So, we may observe in the diagram the dense irregular connective tissue in which we may observe the fibroblast and many fibers, the collagen, which are oriented differently. And for example, in the case of bones, blood, cartilage, they show such type of tissue. Now, the intercellular material of cartilage is solid and pliable and resists compression. Cells of this tissue, which are called as chondrocytes, are enclosed in small cavities within the matrix secreted by them. Most of the cartilages in vertebrate embryos are replaced by bones in adults. So, we may observe in the diagram the cartilage or the chondrocyte, as it is solid but semi-rigid and flexible connective tissue. The matrix of cartilage is called as chondrion, and it is tough, transparent, and homogeneous, formed by a special glycoprotein. It is secreted by cartilage cells called as chondrocytes, and these are enclosed in fluid filled spaces which are called as lacunae. The cartilage is bounded externally by white fibrous connective tissue called as perichondrium. So, for example, the tip of nose, outer ear, joints between adjacent bones of the vertebral column, limbs and hands in the adults, they show the presence of this cartilage tissue. The next, which is bones. It has a hard and non-pliable ground substance rich in calcium salts and collagen fibers which give bone its strength. It is the main tissue which provides structural frame to the body. Bones support and protects softer tissues and organs. The bone cells, which are osteocytes, are present in the spaces called lacunae. Limb bones, such as the long bones of the legs, serve weight bearing functions. They also interact with skeletal muscles attached to them to bring about movements. The bone marrow in some bones is the site of production of blood cells. So, as bone, it is a solid, rigid, and a strong connective tissue. Its matrix is hard and formed of osine. Matrix of bone is rich in phosphate, sulfate, as well as certain other salts of calcium and magnesium. The bone cells, which are called as osteocytes, these are stellate cells, and each of them is enclosed in a small cavity called as lacuna. These are connected together by several fine and branched canaliculi. Fine processes of osteocytes extend through these canaliculi and are connected with the processes of other osteocytes. Now I'll discuss about the blood. As the blood, it is also called vascular tissue, and it is also called as fluid connective tissue, which is special connective tissue which differs from a typical connective tissue in the following respects. As the blood, the matrix of the blood is in the form of a fluid, means it is fiber free, whereas the matrix is not secreted by the cells, and the cells also lack power of division. As do the blood, it is also called as vascular tissue. It circulates in the body and helps in the transportation of materials from one part of the body to the other part. It also plays an important role in the defense mechanism of the body. So, the vascular tissues, they are of two types, blood and lymph. So, as we know, they are having certain types of components within it, which are called as plasma, red blood cells, also called as erythrocytes, white blood cells, also known as leukocytes, and platelets or thrombocytes. So, as we know, it is a vascular connective tissue. So, it is the main circulating fluid which helps in the transport of various substances within the body. So, till so far here, thank you. Have a nice day.